Some they call it functional alcoholism, but if you know anything about Ben, he's got vision with precision, microphones and a tinkle of derision. You're about to hear what beer can be. It's time for Barley and Me.
Welcome to Barley and Me. I'm your host, Ben Rice. This is episode 167. We're here today in Rocklin, California at Mindscape Fermentations. With me today are...
Hi, I'm Lauren Price. I am, quote-unquote, the microbe manager. So I pretty much do a lot of the fermentations alongside Charlotte Crott.
Yeah, my official title is the enzyme executive.
And I'm Lauren Houston, and I don't remember, what's my title?
You're the data director.
I'm the data director.
She's like, who am I?
I don't know who I am.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And for anybody who was like, hold on, did she properly enunciate microbe manager, not micromanager?
Oh, right. Way different. I don't like people. No. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Yeah.
That's a really common theme, I think, amongst all of us. We really love people, and then sometimes we really don't love people.
I don't want to manage anybody.
I feel like that's just dealing with humans at this point. It's like, I love person, not so much people, I think is really the thing.
Yeah.
Groups of people, the worst kind of person.
I can agree with that at times.
No comment.
All right.
Nah,
So,
I like them. I like people.
so you're now 3 months deep in this project, which is not just a brewery, hence the fermentations. What all is going on around here?
Yeah, I mean, it was important to us when we were deciding a name to, although maybe confusing or ambiguous, I suppose, for people when they see fermentations on the sign. My parents who don't, they're very novice people for as far as industry goes. We're like, people aren't going to know what you are or how to find you. You need a big sign that says beer on it. But we just knew we were going to be doing all sorts of fermentations. And so to us, it was kind of boxed us in a little too much to just put brewery. We wanted people to kind of be intrigued and want to find out more about what we were doing, since we are doing a little bit of everything from kombucha to beer to hard seltzer. We even have a non-alcoholic probiotic soda, and then and some other lower alcohol stuff we're working on. And then on the we also have a small kitchen, so we're doing a lot of fermented foods in there, like fermented hot sauces. We're doing some seasoned blends with some fermented dehydrated ingredients, and then we also have a small menu that we do charcuterie and paninis and stuff. So kind of do a little bit of everything right now. A lot more ideas on the way, just time. Yeah. There's never enough time to do all those things.
Yeah. Now, did your parents offer to buy a sign that said beer to put on the side of the building, or did they just talk a big game?
No, what my dad said he would do is, after like the second time coming here, he looked above the tanks and he said, I want to increase my loan to you guys, because we have a loan with my parents as well as many other people. And he said, I want to increase my loan. I think you need a huge TV above all your fermenters here. That was his priority. So,
and then it would show what's inside the fermenters? Is that
no, because he just thinks that everyone needs to be able to have their eyes on a TV to see sports at all times. So the 3 TVs we had in here was just not enough.
I knew what the answer was. But like, but maybe it's just, I'm just going to spin it on that.
Yeah, no, that's never where his
Can you
mind
just be like everyone else?
Yeah.
Would you be so kind as to be like everyone else?
Do you think he would buy us a giant projector? Because I could see a big screen over there, and we can project movies and have like movie night.
I don't know if there's kind of stipulations with that it needs to be sports or something else.
So you just watch sports movies, problem solved. Sports documentaries.
That may be acceptable.
Everything's fine. Air Bud, just nothing but Air Bud, nonstop.
Yeah. My dad's like the epitome of like a guy's guy, so it's like anything with sports or whatever, he needs that entertainment. He also is one man amongst 4 women with my sisters and my mom and all of that, so he needs distractions from all the women talk, unfortunately.
I know all about it. I don't know anything about it. I mean, I don't think what distractions.
Your daughter's not old enough yet for that.
Oh no, but I have 6 sisters. So
I didn't know you had 6 sisters.
Yeah, 6 sisters, and my mom divorced my dad when I was 3, so I'm very
my
steeped
word.
in the realities.
Wow. Yeah,
that's
a that's a lot of feminine energy in your household.
Yeah, it is nonstop. Like my girlfriend was like, I don't know if it's gonna be a boy or a girl. I'm like, it's a girl. I don't have a nephew yet. It's a girl. Like we don't.
You're like, we don't breed men in this
Especially
family.
the first time
I'm
around.
the only
First
one.
time around, no way. It's never happened.
Oh,
Not gonna
that's
be
funny.
the thing. So I got to like kind of hold that over her head like a jerk would do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Maybe there will be a boy one day. We'll hold out hope for you.
Don't. A lot of words being put out there. How's it going? We're doing a beer podcast.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, we went on that tangent there.
It's fine. But how's business here at Mindscape?
Business is great. We've had a huge amount of support from the local community. We see new faces every day, and we see familiar faces, returning customers every day as well. It's just a great eclectic mix of people that come in here. From the very young, we're family friendly, so all ages are welcome. Like Lauren said, we do offer a probiotic soda that has 0% alcohol in it, not just for kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get people that are very elderly that come in and maybe they've never had kombucha and they've got a lot of questions for us. And it's really cool to see their reactions when they taste our kombucha and they say, wow, this is actually really good.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have really bad connotations with kombucha.
Yeah.
We have to do a lot of educating that not all kombucha tastes the same or even close to the same.
Yeah, don't smell it. Just drink it. That's the first rule of kombucha.
Luckily, I feel like ours doesn't have that like crazy. I think what turns off a lot of people is you get that like really acetic vinegar note. And that's something we kind of strive to not do with our kombucha.
Yeah. So through some of our processes, we try to minimize the amount of acetic acid that is produced. And so a lot of people, we hear them say, and I agree, that a lot of kombuchas, especially hard kombuchas out there, are very vinegar forward. And that is not so appealing to a lot of people. So we try to minimize that. Of course, it's going to be in there still, but I think that our kombucha is a little bit more approachable than most.
So, fun fact, Lauren, I don't know if you know this, but your reputation as far as hard kombucha has preceded you. I was very aware when you announced that you were going to be doing this, that this was something I had to look forward to.
That's awesome.
So, how long have you been doing this?
Oh, man, probably around 10-ish years now. Yeah, lots of bad batches, lots and lots of bad batches where people who have like kind of followed the journey have said, oh man, I was really scared of that first thing you gave me. So, or like it was ripping my teeth off, or like pulling enamel or whatever. So it's really nice to hear, that people feel that way. It's one of my favorite beverages for sure. And it's one of the coolest fermentations because you have symbiosis, two things working together, multiple things working together. So I mean, that's kind of what our business represents is, community. And so we like that as kind of like the foundation of what we're creating, where people are working together and same with all of our microorganisms. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Yeah, you don't want that all in the middle of your IPA. That'd be pretty gnarly. So
They did that for a while, right? That was a thing, right?
yeah, sour IPAs.
Yeah, sour IPAs,
That was a
Belgian
very
IPAs.
short stint, I feel
That's
like.
just when you screw something up.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just call it a sour IPA.
That's probably when that style started to be a thing, was someone screwed up and they were like, I'm going to market this.
Yeah.
This is going to be something good for us.
We didn't separate properly. Oh boy, what? Yeah.
Sour IPA, or might as well just call it a hoppy sour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
think
that's easier.
A hoppy sour, I think, is, for any of them that were actually good, I feel like that's probably a better descriptor of what they taste like, is a hoppy sour rather than a sour IPA.
It was pretty much New Belgium did a really nice hoppy sour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember
And the
that.
Bitter Monk from Anchorage is also great.
Oh, I never had that.
Oh man, that was one of my favorites. But it turns out, because it was, using wild yeast, sometimes they weren't as good as other bottles.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like certain batches were like, I'm like, oh, this is one of the best beers I ever had. I gave it to my brother-in-law who's like in the beer industry and introduced me to beer, and it was like nowhere near the same as the previous one. I'm like, all right, so this one didn't work out the same way as the other one.
We
Yeah.
should have just called that Russian roulette.
Yeah.
Well, that there's going to be differences bottle to bottle, but when they're that extreme, you're
Like, oh, boy. But it was also batch to batch, which is also another thing too. So it's like, oh well, because it's like, a year later, I'm like, oh wait, hold on, this isn't the same selection, or maybe it is, and it's been a year. That could have also been it.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of sours and hops, I'm drinking a sour.
Yeah, Charlotte and I zested a lot of lemons for that puppy.
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All I saw were little bobbing heads over on the side of the brewery as they were, I was like, man, that's a long time of them doing that.
It smelled really nice in here, though.
It was awesome.
We like to work with fresh fruit a lot and in all of our lower alcohol kombuchas. And I know with beer, it's a little harder to do that on a regular basis. And, you have to pasteurize things so you're not ending up with a sour like a bad kind of sour, as we were talking about, and so I always was like pushing for, well, what can we do to make this happen? So I typically would say I'll do the legwork if it means we can use fresh fruit. So that was something I did not mind taking on, was to zest some lemons for it. I think it definitely made a difference.
For sure. And then the cool thing was we took all of the juice. So we zested lemons, added that to our raspberry sour. And then we took all the juice and we made we made a couple probiotic sodas, and then we made some kombuchas and incorporated the lemon juice into that. So we really like to use as much as we can from whatever it is that we are using produce wise. And then we composted the rest. So.
Oh yeah. You all just like give everything back to the community, right? Like, it's like, oh, we've got some spent grain. This is going over here. We've got some extra fruit pulp going on. It's pretty much all you do, right? It's just like make sure it's like as minimal waste as possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, there's always more that we could be doing, I'm sure.
Well, you got to find the right people at the right times also.
Yeah.
Or grow into it too, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely important for us to be as kind of eco-friendly and sustainable with all of our practices as we can. We have a lot of ideas for certain things. We've still been trying something we have not found a solution for. So there's other places like in Colorado, and I want to say down south, where they have programs with their local recycling companies for grain bags. And so we've reached out to quite a few people. No one really wants to take that on for our area, but there's so many breweries in our area that if one of the recycling companies could
kindly.
Yes.
Right. Because apparently polypropylenes are hard to recycle, but it's possible. But it's just extra processes and extra separation. And
yeah.
Because there's the inner lining that has to be pulled from the external.
That's something that we've reached out, and we're going to probably try to keep pursuing, seeing if someone wants to take that on. Because obviously, we can't do that, so much of that legwork, but we're hoping we can talk someone into it that wants to.
Obviously, you need to find somebody who makes just new grain bags, right?
I don't know. Those grain companies, like Wireman's, how many years old? I don't think they're changing their practices.
Not so much. And there's people out there that, like I've seen like handbags made from grain bags and just different things like that. So there's definitely some people who are repurposing them.
Just takes a lot of work for like stuff like that, Yeah, you're not using too many bags. So I don't know. There's stuff like that we're still kind of trying to work on, but with just 3 of us, we don't have employees yet. We haven't really been able to put as much time into those things. We're definitely working on them. It's just a little slower process since we're holding down the fort here with all the other things.
Well, the amount that you've been able to do is pretty incredible. So don't beat yourself up too much about the fact that you can't get grain bags that nobody else in your area has figured out either, by the way, with like much more resources. So I think
they're just little things that we're trying,
Yeah, you think about, what comes in and what goes out, and that's kind of where we try to align our consciousness, like we have all this grain coming in and we see that, and, you're opening bags, or because we're not big enough to have a silo. So you're just constantly opening them and going, oh man, what am I going to do with these things, So I think that's just where our consciousness lies on what comes in and what goes out.
A lot to take in.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It is a lot. I mean, we dabble in all kinds of things, right? So you've got those hot sauces in front of you.
Black magic.
Black magic?
I
thought it was like turquoise
magic, right.
A little bit of purple.
I'm so confused what's happening right now. This is my life. Usually, like, they're talking about stuff, and then I'm just like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. They're like, don't worry about it.
So,
let's dance it out.
I don't remember what your title was, so.
All right, fair enough. That probably didn't do much.
So for
justice
these,
for this argument.
For these and some of our other ferments, we try to stay seasonal. So when things are in season, we try to utilize them. So I think you have like a watermelon hot sauce in front of you. There is a kiwi hot sauce, a pineapple, and
then the blueberry one with monks.
oh yeah,
We did a little collaboration with the monk cellars. So the nice thing about having a kitchen is that two things. We can collaborate with a brewery at their place and actually buy a keg from them and bring it here, which is one of the things that a lot of breweries, like some of the times the crappiest part, it's like, oh, we just went and brewed this amazing beer with you. We're so excited and cool. Maybe we'll grab some cans of it at your place and we're done, but we can't share it with anyone else, on our side of things. So that's what's nice about that. And then twofold, we like having monks here to have them do a fermented hot sauce with us. We were able to kind of like do a collaboration on both fronts. So that's what's one of the really fun things about having this kitchen space. It's definitely more work, but it allows us to do so much more, which is really fun. I know other breweries are kind of starting to dabble in the same thing. I know
Black Magic.
Yeah, Black Magic.
turquoise.
Yeah, Flatland. We did actually. That was our first hot sauce collab was with Flatland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so this is nice because I get to chew into a microphone, which is one of my favorite things to do on the podcast, to just annoy the listener.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Should we all do it at the same time?
I feel like, this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
So I just had the watermelon habanero. Nice little watermelon up front, habanero kicking in now. So that's pretty great. I'm very glad to have this IPA to like power this out.
Oh, you don't want to try the green one. Then. The green one is by far the kiwi one is by far the spiciest.
The kiwi one's the spiciest one?
Yeah.
Kiwi Serrano. Somehow.
And it's Serranos. It's not even
What?
habaneros. And it's the spiciest one. It makes no sense.
Unexpected.
It was unexpected. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we're all going to crunch like...
Oh, wait, we have to wait for Ben.
No, I already crunched one. I already crunched one. We need a circle of crunch. That's what we need.
A circle of crunch?
Yes.
Sounds like a chip company.
No, it's the brainstorming session for the chip company.
Yes.
Or it could be like cereal.
Yeah, that one's kind of thick.
This one's a thick one? All right.
Oh, yeah. Be careful, because it's so thick you might get a big
Oh,
glob.
yeah, I'm going to get a big glob. Maybe we need a bigger chip.
Do you want a bigger chip?
You can have a chip
there we go.
sandwich.
Oh, no.
I think it's fine. I got it.
Fire in the hole, bud.
This is my
Can
preferred...
you handle spice?
Chip
Oh, yeah. I'm, yeah.
What is this, that, like the one chip or whatever?
Oh, that's a good crunch, Char.
Oh, wow. I hate kiwi, and this is wonderful.
I don't know if I can
Is
do
your
it.
mouth like on freaking fire right now?
No.
Our hot sauces in general aren't like your craziest, but
Yeah.
still.
It's definitely... Oh, it's got a long-lasting little roast there. Like a little
Burn.
fire-roasted
Burn, baby,
pepper action
burn.
going.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how spicy Serranos can be in certain proportions.
Yeah.
Well, the
and
interesting thing is...
certain conditions as well when they're grown.
Right? So sometimes you get, say, take a jalapeno. You take a bite of it and it tastes like a bell pepper.
Right.
And you grab another one and you take a nice big bite because you're like, oh, this is going to be
Yeah, same.
easy. And then your mouth is on fire.
Yeah.
So the heat level from peppers varies a lot.
Right. By how they're grown, where they're grown, time of year. But because I remember I had like Serrano to me was always a very mild one. And then I had like a super hot Serrano once. I'm like, what? Can't
Yeah,
deal with it.
that's why we don't always know what the spice level is going to be on these until kind of the finished product.
And for the listeners here, watermelon habanero is Summer Spark.
Yes.
Kiwi Serrano, Green Goblin, pineapple hot mess coming in. If you'd be so kind. Oh, thank you. Pre-shaken.
So yeah, that one's is it pineapple peach and habanero? Mostly pineapple though, right? And then our collab with the Monk Cellars is called Cellmates. It's same name as the beer, just kind of went the same with those. And the thought was that it would pair with the Saison. So I don't know how many people have actually done that, but it goes well together.
Right. We incorporated hibiscus into both the hot sauce and the Saison.
Yeah, so it was like hibiscus brine for the hot sauce, which was kind of fun.
I forgot to
Drink your beer with it.
miss between uses, yeah. I was like, oh, that's not... Pineapple's
should've-
kind of doing nothing. And I'm like, oh, wait, because you just had the hottest one.
Yeah.
You idiot.
When we give samples to people, we usually instruct them to eat the kiwi one last.
Well, you did to me, too. And I was like, no. And
Depending on the person, some people really just want that super
Ghost
burning.
pepper,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, oh, this isn't even hot.
there we go.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's funny. We have like Charlotte was saying, we have such an eclectic mix of people. you don't know if someone's coming in to buy hot sauce or if they're coming in to have a beer or a kombucha, or they just want a panini, or
maybe they want some kimchi.
Or
They're
kimchi,
Like, do you have
yeah.
spicy kimchi?
Yeah, we've been running out of the kimchi and the fermented vegetables a little too quickly. We have a hard time keeping up with those.
Lots of chopping.
Lots of chopping. Yep. Probably chop every day, half the day.
Maybe not half, but we definitely chop every day. We probably need to sharpen our knives. I don't think we've sharpened our knives yet.
Yeah.
Still knives, no bueno.
I met a guy the other day who, that's what he does for a business, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Did you get his
full-time
business
job.
card?
Maybe. I'll have to look back.
His full-time job is sharpening knives.
Yeah.
How is
Has,
that
300
possible?
accounts.
What?
Because chefs don't want to do that. You know, they have too many things going on. So his minimum is like $60, like whatever, and then he sharpens like up to 10 knives.
Yeah, I've seen
Interesting.
knife sharpening booth at a few different farmers markets, actually.
What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to sharpen knives.
I mean,
It's a good skill.
yeah,
day,
it's like 15 minutes. And
I'm like,
boom,
who
on
would
to the
think
next
of
one.
that though? Like,
Someone who really likes knives.
someone was smart and saw, I suppose, an opening in the market of something
Yeah.
to do that. There was a service.
It's like
that-
those machines suck. Doing it by hand sucks. What if I
Yeah.
just like?
They bring in
Document
he
that
brings
down.
in a machine.
Oh
But
yeah,
I mean, like
for sure.
same could be asked,
But it's,
right?
but it's not like one of those ones you buy at like as seen on TV store or something. It's
No,
like a good
I mean,
quality
it
machine.
might
Yeah.
be.
What if it is? Oh no.
Yeah.
What if he's just damaging knives
Yeah.
over and over again?
God, I know.
Wow.
Yeah, we've learned a lot on the food side of things. I feel like we kind of came into this thinking, oh yeah, we've done this before. We've worked at, managed whatever breweries, and then the food element is definitely our biggest learning curve. I think it's going smoothly, but there's definitely been a lot of things that we're like, oh, didn't realize that was a thing, or oh, we need to do this, or oh, we didn't plan for this, we need to do this thing now.
Yeah. Or how many people actually would want food, or how.
Yeah, we didn't
yeah.
know how to predict that at all. So
Better to underestimate than overestimate, I think. But
For
still,
sure.
you can't so underestimate that people get upset about it. So it's like, come on, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been days where we were running across the street to Trader Joe's to get a couple extra baguettes because we ran out of bread or
Yeah.
things like that.
Those guys are awesome too. Trader
Yeah,
Joe's
we're
guys.
lucky to have a lot of really awesome businesses very close by. It's definitely come in handy many a time. The local Ace Hardware knows us. They should know us by name at this point, especially with the build out process. Or some days we were there like 4 times. They're like, hi again.
Yeah, if you run out of barley, you just go to Green Acres, get some grown barley, malt it, mill it. It's really awesome.
Yeah, no problem. at
Yeah,
all.
I mean, just heat it up in the sun. Perfect. We got this self-service.
We don't actually do that, to be clear.
Yes.
Yet.
Ever.
Exactly.
Oh my
Yet. One day.
It would be
just wait.
one kernel of barley.
Oh my gosh. It'd be so bad.
I'd be like 6.
It's a good number.
But it's solar powered, so again, very
my
conservative
gosh.
on energy stuff,
Right.
including the roasting. The roasting is also solar powered. It takes a little longer,
Yeah.
and it never gets quite as dark as you hope it will. But
We actually
not-
just throw it on the panini.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when that's taking too long, we just get out the panini presses and just go.
yeah,
Yeah, no big
great.
deal. And you don't even need to mill it because you're crushing it at the same
Right,
time.
yeah.
It's
Two
just gets
firsts.
awkward when you
one.
scrape it off.
yeah.
Then it's like dark barley.
Yeah, and then
Makes
when people
sense.
order a panini, they get a barley panini.
Yeah,
Ooh, it's a new thing.
multigrain.
Oh,
Multi-grain.
multi-purpose,
Extra
multi-grain.
crunch.
Oh, gosh.
I love it.
Yeah. So I've solved that business problem. Next
Yep.
one. What else you guys
Yeah.
having a problem with?
Oh, my gosh.
When we run out of apparel.
Oh, my
there's a
gosh.
TJ Maxx right there.
Oh, my God. Charlotte's boyfriend used to screen print. He can just bring some supplies and we can get
yeah.
that done.
I was
in a
like,
jiffy.
what's behind this booth? Screen printing?
Yeah.
There's a
Actually-
Sharpie too.
Start
Yeah.
slapping some stickers on there.
Yeah.
Our kombucha tanks are behind that
Okay.
screen. Yeah. So we have 2 like 450-gallon stainless IBC tanks
Oh my goodness.
that we got from a distillery in Texas, right? Yeah. So we have one that we try to keep full of kombucha, and then the second tank is actually our fruiting tank. So when we go to make kombucha, like a hard kombucha, we will go source some local fruit. So like our last one, we got 8 flats of local blackberries and smushed them. We actually pasteurized them or semi-boiled them before we added them. We didn't want Brettanomyces to take over and get into our
we had done a
tank.
kombucha with blackberries from the same exact place,
Okay.
and it was delicious, but it definitely had Brett in it. We were like, oh, okay, well, good thing we tried that out on like a small batch kombucha, because we did not want that on our hard kombucha.
Why not?
Because we end up transferring it into one of our fermenting tanks, and
Okay.
so then
to carbonate it and everything.
Yeah.
Also,
So-
it's a polarizing flavor. Some
Yeah.
people like it, and honestly, with
too
the
funky
kombucha,
for
we're just trying to still stay in a space where it's palatable to a lot of people. So
Yeah.
I think we just played that safe.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
same thing. People, man.
Those guys,
to do
yeah,
it,
those
but-
microbes.
extra large micro.
Yeah. I feel like we try to broach that line of like playing with fun ingredients and stuff like that, but not like being this place where you walk in and you're like, do you have something that's just like normal? Because I've definitely been to places like that before where with like my family, we're like, I'm super excited to try whatever weird funky thing, but other people in my family were like, can I just have something that's more straightforward that doesn't have all these crazy ingredients in it? So I feel like we
No.
kind of walk the line in the middle of that.
Tell them no.
Johnny Cash style.
Yeah, it's okay to tell people no.
No. we
Yeah.
don't. This is what we have.
Well,
Thank you.
luckily, I think most people are pretty happy. Well,
Yeah.
at least I think they are. I haven't heard too many complaints.
Wait till they turn
Except for
around.
those dark beers. We do
Oh,
not
yeah,
have
we
a
don't have
dark beer yet,
yet.
and it's definitely a sought after thing in the summertime.
I think people are have seemed more understanding in the summertime, though. There's been a few people that have said, well, I get it. It's summertime.
You want that hops or something like crisp and refreshing as opposed to
Yeah.
obviously looking for Schwartz beers, I assume.
No, I mean, no people that just want something dark. We don't have, and the darkest thing, I mean, we don't have it. I don't even know what we would
It's
even call
probably a
the
kombucha.
the darkest thing we have on tap is a
Well,
kombucha.
Or
Well,
that
yeah, this sour is a deep red.
Yeah, there you
So,
go. There you go.
Just give them that.
Yeah.
those raspberries.
You like dark beer here?
That's
Yeah.
that's the hard thing when you're just like we only have 2 fermenters devoted to beer right now, and so when you're talking to an entire fermenter and you're only turning it a couple times a month at the most, it's hard to be like, oh, we want a whole batch of a stout and it's 105 degrees
Yeah,
outside. So.
if you're lucky.
Maybe we'll do
Yeah.
a fun collab.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
think that will probably be when our first dark beer comes in. I would
Is
assume.
that kind of how the process works as far as expanding the roster right now? Is collabing out to make sure that you can
Yeah, it
have
gives
more
us a
stuff.
chance to do like more fun stuff. Like same thing with like the saison we did with the monk cellars. Like it's hard to do an entire fermenter of something like that,
Mm-hmm.
just because it's a little more eclectic. But it's really fun to have that on tap. And so
Right, or the cop busser. We made
Oh, yeah, have you heard of that?
What did you say?
What?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me about this thing. Do it again.
well,
What's-
most people are calling it a cockbuster, but that is.
Wow.
Blockbuster?
Wow.
I've
Yes,
never
that-
heard nobody say
Yeah,
cockbuster.
Oh, I have
3
definitely
women
heard.
business. And this is what we
Oh my
produce.
god! I said this. What people have been saying. I didn't say I was calling
Who
it.
is going to read that and say cockbuster?
No, they overhear it and then they go, "A what?" And then they say
Mhm.
that.
That's usually me.
It is a kotbusser.
Did you say it in Russian?
Yeah, I think she did.
Eastern European.
Yeah,
Come on
Charlotte
Kotbosser.
went
Yeah.
like an entire month doing an Eastern European accent with like everything she was saying.
It was not just me. This Lauren Price, she did same thing.
I'm just not as good at it.
and
to
then
be
she
honest.
even was texting in the accent,
Yes.
basically.
Hello. Period. I mean, I can tell. We when we were opening up this place, it was kind of the way to survive. We worked so many late hours, and then Charlotte and I would call each other on the way home, and we'd make up accents to entertain each other. So
And sing
Became a thing.
E-I-E-I-O like 30 minutes.
in Russian,
In
Yeah.
Russian.
show me now, Charlotte. You do a
Not
little.
Russian, it is Eastern European.
Do
Yeah,
one for me. E-I-E-I-O.
Which animal you want to hear?
Pig.
Pig is hard. Pick another animal.
Cow.
In accent? It's
Really,
like
you have.
same
I
thing.
give you like
It
barnyard.
is like
Mo.
when British people sing, like they sound
Mo.
like American.
Yeah.
There is
Mo.
no accent. Momo.
Oh my god! You guys are
Can
so
you text me that
ridiculous.
now? Moo. Period.
Momo.
Momo. Yeah.
Period.
I thought when you were like, it's the way to survive, I thought you were like, we're going to use this accent to like slow down and it's so busy in here.
Oh no, it is coping mechanism.
There's a barrier. If you would please be so kind as to restate your order. And you're just trying to pause for time. while
Just
somebody runs
confusing
through
the
and
hell out
changes
of
a
people.
keg.
Yeah, Charlotte's actually so good at it lately. People are like, when she walks away, they're like, "Is she really Russian?" And I'm like, "No."
Oh man.
But it's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
silliness is definitely, it's halfway a coping mechanism and halfway just
It's
like,
a key ingredient.
It's a way to
I
life.
think.
life
Yes.
when you're lacking sleep and everything else. There was one day, like, I think we were like a week away from opening, and we were here like 18 hours every single day, and I was trying to say something. I think it took me like a full 30 seconds to get out like 4 words. I just kept stuttering, and I was like, wow, this is bad. I need sleep.
That's why we have this couch here, like little.
Okay,
does
it's not for
everybody know?
customers.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
slept there for sure.
Yes, this is.
I don't
is
know
our
if we should tell everyone that, but we've all laid and taken a nap on this couch.
multiple times.
Better than my outside excursion.
Oh my God. Lauren did lay on the cement and have a nap outside one time too.
Yeah, that's true.
In the summertime?
Like
It
oh,
was. Yeah, I didn't
That
care.
was- okay.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah, and no, it
May.
was
Early
late
May.
spring.
It was
Yeah.
only May, so only 93 degrees.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was hiding. I was hiding by the
She was
plant.
not hiding very well.
I didn't hide well.
I
I'm
did-
We
pretty
were
tall.
we were a little worried people might think that
She's homeless. It's a good look.
we didn't cover up with cardboard. That would have been even better. But
I just want to let you know, I assume that everybody who comes through here assumes you've laid down on this couch at some point from exhaustion.
yeah, I mean,
They
You just
wouldn't
look
be
around,
wrong.
Like, there's 3
It's not a
people
stretch.
here. I can do the math. It seems like maybe somebody lied down.
What I really want is to put some cots on the cold box, like nice memory foam mattresses. Like
Yep.
there is
6
very
inches
little
up.
room up there now. There are a billion plants on the top of our cold box, and then now it's like all of our extra clothing and merchandise and stuff. So
There's room. We can make room.
The
Yeah.
cuts, so you'll figure it out.
Yeah, we can go up.
You
We
can
can do
Charlotte
bunk
wants
beds.
to have 100 plants eventually on our cold box. If
500.
that's if okay,
Oh,
well
okay,
if
sorry.
that's
500.
then you're
plants.
never gonna have time. You're never gonna
Wait,
have room
when
for
did
your.
you raise the number? I've been manifesting for you at 100.
We 100 is
change
good
it.
goal. 500 is end goal.
Oh, end goal.
You have to get to 100 before you get to 500.
steps.
Yeah, but you
Yes.
got to bring back 100.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, 100 plants.
Okay.
And a couple hammocks.
Definitely.
Hammocks. Where are we?
Oh
you
yes,
guys-
from
You could put 'em on
from
the
our
patio.
giant
Oh my gosh.
beams. Like we have
That's
these
pretty cool.
gorgeous wood beams that run the length of our brewery, of our
true.
whole space. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure that those things
And then
can
if you could
support
Oh my
several
gosh.
hammocks.
Like a ladder into the side of the wall, and you climb through
You
that.
guys are so crazy.
I mean, that's a great idea because
Actually-
honestly, we used a ladder and I thought about leaving Lauren up there one time. I was going to pull it away and see how
Oh no,
long-
you
Wait,
did
yeah,
pull it
you did
away.
you did
You
it.
did pull it away, and then I had to beg her to bring the ladder back over so that I could get down.
No,
off the
you
cold
like
box.
rappelled down the cold box.
No.
Yes,
I
you did.
not.
You with your little legs, like you just like were hanging there, and you were like, "Please bring the ladder back. Please bring
She's
the ladder
like-
back."
She thinks she's like a giant compared to me because she has like what 8 inches on me or something.
I mean, 8 inches is a lot, Lauren.
Yeah, when we're talking human height, that's a giant difference.
Yeah, you're like, she's
Okay.
only like 2 feet taller than me.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is everything with me is like Lauren's tiny little legs, her T-Rex little arms. I'm like, I'm not
You don't have
a
T-Rex
little
arms,
person.
you?
Yeah,
Put your arms out, Lauren.
Stop it.
Put your arms out. Let's see your arms.
Well, you have really long arms for your
do.
height, so you're
I
don't
basically
think
like a
that I
spider.
do.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
You do. You
It's
have
all about
You have
wingspan.
long arms.
I don't think I have long arms.
Girl, you got long arms.
Stand up and let me see where your arms.
So
come.
Charlotte doesn't think she has long arms, but I use a spatula to get things down in the kitchen when I can't. Not a spatula, tongs. A spatula would be a lot
how does
harder.
a spatula help with anything?
Tongs to get stuff down, whereas
We're doing forearm
like
one-to-ones.
our so this. we
Whereas
can
Charlotte
agree
just
this
reaches
is
up
the
and grabs
same,
it. She'll be
right?
like
pretty
2
close.
inches on
Same.
me.
Okay, so
No,
Charlotte.
I don't think so.
yeah,
the same.
it seems.
Same,
You have longer fingers. I like
just can
that's where I do
stand
have.
on
Yeah,
my
that I
tippy
think-
You're just
toes
validating
more.
the fact that you are a little T-Rex.
Oh my gosh.
Tiny T-Rex.
I'm nuts. Oh boy.
Well.
2 Russians and a tiny T-Rex.
Oh my gosh.
Eastern European.
We're gonna start our
Alright.
own podcast
Yeah.
calling it that.
Perfect. Everybody just wants everybody to open 7 days. That's the thing.
I
They
know.
demand it.
The only thing I feel bad about is like because we don't always work on Mondays if we don't have to be here for something. And I'm always like, oh, let's go check out this place. And then I run into the same thing. And I'm like, oh, it's all these industry people can't go to half these places on their day off. So.
The only time I ever think to go to Pangea is on a Monday. And I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
like, we should have good friends. And they'll be like, it's Monday, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
So maybe one day in the future, when we have employees and it's not just the three of us, then it's a possibility that we could be open Monday and Tuesday.
No, because we still need one full day to brew.
It only takes
we can't really brew on days that we're
on
open.
the 8th day.
I mean, 1 hour.
On the 8th day of the week.
It takes 30 minutes to brew.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure all
I
the
hear
brewers.
that from everybody.
I'm sure anyone that
yeah,
brews
chime
that
in if
listens
you
to this can
agree.
with
30
that.
minutes to brew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The brewers out there, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the fast
new technique.
track.
You guys are doing something wrong if you can't brew a beer in 30 minutes.
Yeah. There it is.
It's malt extract, guys.
Oh, a malt extract.
boy.
That's
how we
my
brew
God.
ours.
That
Oh,
would
man.
be crazy.
Do you remember when there were times when breweries would open that were doing that? What an insane world we
Oh
lived
my
in.
gosh.
Yeah, people would we're using
You
extract. I'm like,
can't-
what do you mean you're using extract? It's 2006. I don't know when it would have stopped, but it was like,
Well, there
it
was
was
a
probably later. I think one of the 2011 might have been the last time I saw somebody like, we're going to open and brew extract. I'm like, you can't.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't do that.
No, there was a
Wow.
time where it didn't matter. People were just excited for a new brewery to
Right.
open. It didn't matter how good the quality was. It didn't matter like how good your marketing was or anything. People are like, oh, there's a new brewery down the street. We're going to go support them.
Yeah.
And the times have changed, but it
I mean,
was like
they'll
that
still
for a
do
hot
it,
second.
but it just is. You can't come out with like, we'll give them 6 months. That's
No, people aren't forgiving like they used to be.
no. Fortunately, you guys crushed it.
Oh, thank you.
So, almost as if you've been doing this.
Like the barley on the panini press.
Yeah,
That's how we crushed it, huh?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. We're
Yep.
trying.
it's true. I was burnt out immediately. I was like, I can't come back here. That's what I was like, it's too good, and so I can't come back here. Burnt out. 'Cause I think I got everything. I think I got my probiotics. I think I did one of everything, so I could get like an idea of what was going on.
Yep.
Did you have a favorite?
The sampler.
Oh man, at the time, I thought the kombucha was the shiner on that one.
Yeah.
Like a hit in the face, Shiner?
I realized what I said as soon as.
What
Yeah.
about the
I was like, I
shine?
definitely like drank 5 of them and collapsed onto the sidewalk
On the
my
couch
face.
over here.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly. You got it. But also, I hit the edge.
I think that's the thing that people actually enjoy with the kombucha is we get, since we're close to Moxa, we get a lot of people who will come here first and then go there, vice versa. And they're like, it's great. I have my 3% kombucha here. And then I go to Moxa and I have like my 12% stout.
Yeah.
It averages out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. You can start playing.
6%.
Yeah, the cool down drink.
Yep,
That's-
exactly.
We all know it's like you could drink water, or if you
Or,
drink a 13%, if you drink a 6%, that's like water.
uh-huh. Yep.
The
all
math
balanced
works,
in there.
especially when a policeman pulls you over. They're like, "Yeah, yeah, you did 13 to 6. You're good, bro. Move on."
As long as you can do the math.
Yeah.
But you have to like really expound on the math.
Yeah, you better know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, no, man. I could have been blowing a 0.24, but I only blew a 0.11. So you know,
Yeah. Let's be real. There's
just because I
12%
drank
here,
that 6.
3% here. But actually, like, my metabolism is here.
Oh, man. I think it's time for another crunch in the...
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but somebody
You
here's
didn't
blocking
even
me
put
from the
hot
last
sauce on
I
there.
brought
hot
you?
sauce. Yeah, I didn't name any names.
Oh, that was me. Oh,
Here.
I had to facilitate. Did you feel
No,
good
I
about
didn't- I
T-Rex
didn't ask a
giving that
single
to you?
question.
Oh,
I mean,
she's
did you see
bottle
the
blocking
tiny?
you.
You feel good because Tiny Arms gave it
Yeah,
to you.
from across the room.
Well, I mean, I guess
I have to show
Yeah,
that I'm
not.
not that
Also,
small.
nobody listening knows what our seating order is.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
true.
I was
That's
just
true.
leaving
I could
it
be right next to him,
secretly,
like
yeah.
a foot away.
And she
Also,
barely got it over.
That's actually what happened.
Nobody can see, but our lights, I don't know if you guys have noticed this.
I've
are
gone
like-
off and on a few times.
Yes, I think we have a ghost. We have a resident
No,
ghost in
they're
here.
called motion sensor lights, and we weren't moving enough.
Oh, man.
This is the difference in practical and spiritual.
I don't know about
That is
I've
awesome.
never seen our lights do this. They're doing it like every 45
Oh,
seconds.
it's because I'm an evil entity. I'm very sorry about bringing my bad juju in here.
It might be me. I kill a lot of electronics.
Yeah, we have an
Oh.
exorcist that will be coming over soon.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, cool.
They're due in
Charlotte
probably
would have
about
friends.
5 minutes.
Would be friends with an exorcist.
Why wouldn't you be?
I'm saying, of course, you'd have that in your friend group.
I have an eclectic group of friends.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, if you've been on the earth long enough, you're gonna run into people with strange,
Superpowers.
Oh my god.
otherworldly
Only when
things.
you say it like that.
I like that. Do it again in Russian.
I cannot
Eastern
whisper.
European. I'm sorry.
I cannot whisper. It's superpower.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Oh my gosh. I can't
What?
handle you guys.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Don't be silly.
Yeah.
Or actually be silly.
Oh gosh.
Why don't you try to
That's
use
not
your little T-Rex arms and get
Oh
me?
my god.
Come get me, Lauren. Fine.
God. So now I was just thinking about like the other day, my daughter like couldn't figure out if she wanted to play with one toy or another toy, but she's like balancing on our TV stand, like babies do. And I was like, it's okay, choose which one you want because it's actually in multiple universes, and the other one they go to the other toy and it's happy. So like you're gonna be fine. Just
And
choose what
she's
you
like,
want.
I have no idea
And
what
she's
you're
like,
talking
what
about,
the
Dad.
fuck, Dad? And I'm like, first words.
That's awesome.
I'm like, I might have gone too far into
Goals
being
right
weird.
there.
I'm like,
Oh, no.
it's okay because like there's another version of you that went to that toy, and you're both very happy in that moment. I don't know what happens in the future, but like you're both very happy with the choice. There's no wrong
Oh my
choice.
gosh, that's hilarious.
It coalesces and you have both toys.
I guess what my long way of saying it, Lauren, do you do weird shit like that?
He just doesn't pay attention to me at all. He's a tornado that he goes around the entire house.
Mm-hmm,
He looked at me the other day, and I had looked down at my phone because I was texting these girls back about
You
something.
can't do it.
And he took a glass out of the cup holder, a full-size glass that I was using for water, and just smashed it down on the ground, and it shattered everywhere.
Perfect.
So he's like, hey, I'm going to make your life as hard as possible today. And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I sent a text. It was a picture text, so like no time at all. And my daughter got from our living room to our laundry room, and then my girlfriend saw her. She's like, "What's this baby doing over here?" I'm like, I was being a good dad. I was being a good dad. I swear."
How old is your daughter?
9 months.
Oh,
Oh,
She's
yeah,
a
she's getting
rocket.
around, I'm sure.
Oh, she's a rocket.
I bet.
They get around so fast when they're that age, and you're just like, how? I just
How?
don't understand. I don't
She gets
understand.
fat. Like when she heads to the bathroom, she hits like a foot before that door. She like triples speed to like try
yeah.
to ram her head into my bathtub.
Oh, yeah.
Like just like wants to do
Warp
it so bad.
speed
I never
ahead.
she hasn't done it yet, but she gets so much faster from that
Oh, yeah.
gap. I'm like, how do you like sprint
Yeah.
as a crawler?
It's only when you don't want them to.
yeah,
She born in January?
November.
November.
Oh, same with my son.
Yeah, I guess she's coming up on 10 months. A good point.
November what?
4th.
Oh,
that's
my
Scorpio
daughter's
babies.
is
Yeah,
November
my-
5th.
What
All
does
you
that
guys have
mean?
Scorpio
November
babies?
9th.
My son's November 9th, so they're like
Oh.
almost exactly a year apart. That's funny.
Yeah.
But my daughter's about to turn 21 this year.
Oh,
Crazy.
nobody cares.
I care. I'm like, cool, we can finally
come
go have
over.
drinks without your fake ID.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
right.
awesome.
We just need to get her to start liking beer. I
Yeah.
don't think she's a beer drinker.
She'll be
She
fine with
sounds
kombucha
much.
and cider
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
The eclectic mix. We're all Aquarius. All of our
Oh.
birthdays are.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that means as
You
far
don't
as
have to.
personality types.
Yeah.
You
It means
Seem
that
very
we're
different.
all a little crazy.
Yeah.
A
Well,
little
that's
crazy.
that's
She's a
people.
lot crazy. Don't let her
Yeah.
fool you.
Lauren Houston, crazy. Oh my gosh.
That's what I chose out of the
They
three.
make me crazy. That's not the Aquarius.
I'm not. You're not in control. I'm not in control of your emotions.
Oh gosh. Oh, we're gonna go there with it.
It's
Oh
true
my
though.
God.
I think
Like
there's
the,
a lot of like self.
the only
self-talk
thing
about that.
we're really in control of is ourselves
and fermentation.
No, fermentation's
No,
like
we're not
a
really
wild
No, the
thing.
onions
Those
control that as
microbes are
well.
like,
The onion controls that.
Yeah, if you're gonna ferment onions, I don't know.
oh, we do.
Yeah.
Do the onion controls all fermentation?
No. Just I was thinking about the onions that be fermented. Don't mind me. I'm just like, yeah.
You ferment onions?
No,
Did-
I
wait,
just I
you
love
should.
them.
Did you
They're-
drink that other
actually
kombucha?
delicious.
Because
Is there an
we have a
onion?
test batch.
Is there an onion
No.
kombucha?
No, let's just say another.
That
fungus.
one's dosed with something.
Stop it. You guys are lying. We don't dose
you
them
know
with
that?
anything crazy.
Oh, I got
I
you.
didn't say what I was dosing. It could be like strawberry syrup I dosed it with. What are you
Okay.
thinking,
I
Lauren?
think you were hinting at something.
Can you say
Charlotte.
dose in Russian?
Oh my
Dosed.
god.
Thank you.
Dostoevsky.
But just like tu.
Oh, their Ben came out.
Not
with
the
an
only
accent.
European here.
Oh
Wait,
my
did you
gosh,
say-
they're rubbing off on you.
Dostoevskis. Yes, correct.
Toeskis?
Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky. What is that?
Dostoevsky. Oh, it's an author. Sorry.
Like
Oh my gosh. Over our heads. Completely.
Yeah,
We're
sorry.
like, ugh.
Very literate.
What are books?
Dos Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, sorry.
Here's
This is
to
wonderful.
Yeah, I know.
mindscaping.
I mean, it is. It's all on like your outlook and your perspective and how you look at things and how you take things in and
What are you talking about?
I don't
Oh,
know.
how you
you know.
you're only in control of yourself.
yeah.
Not really. I'm
I
just a
mean-
puppet on a string.
Crazy people like you have no control over anything.
No, absolutely not. It's the other beings control me.
That's right. We in big like
That's weird because you're the micromanager.
I only control stuff smaller than me. I'm actually just
Like me.
Okay.
far from that one, Houston.
Typical American. Got it. Typical American only controls.
Wait, are you
things
making
so
notes?
small.
on
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
I think that's a definition of a bully when you say it
Yeah.
like that.
Oh my god, I am a bully to microbes.
wow.
Yeah,
You
microbes.
said you only control stuff that's smaller than you.
Oh. Excuse me, please take that out of the podcast.
She meant like little tiny microscopic things.
Like Lauren Houston.
No, only her arms, not her, just her arms.
Oh, that's right. They are so tight. What do you?
I'm reaching.
need-
I'm showing you
She
how
wants
far
to
I can
crunch.
reach.
Yeah, but you had to lean your whole body. You
Can I-
basically
can I
touched me
have
with
a
your body.
crunchy,
Oh
a
yes.
crunch factor.
Would you like a dipping material?
Por favor.
Do you want all of them?
I'm using
You
a lot
gotta
of them.
taste the rainbow.
It is. We're just
Blend 'em.
missing some purple and some blue.
So Ben, do you get to drink much beer these days since you're
No.
doing the dad thing all the time?
Not at all. This will mess me up pretty good. Fortunately, I went down to meet up with Japa Cerveceria on Saturday at a tasting event they were doing, and for the first time, I was not drunk off my ass on a tasting panel. So, because usually it's like 2, and I'm like, oh boy,
What were
The-
you guys tasting?
everything they had.
Wow.
What is
So-
this place?
It's a brewery in Brazil. It's owned by Japanese Brazilian women.
Wow.
That they're trying to get into the American market. So it's
Let's collab with
really
them.
cool.
We're gonna do a collab soon with a woman from Costa Rica.
oh
Yeah,
dope.
she was
Glenda.
like
Yeah,
Glenda.
what's she bringing up for us?
Green.
No, was it like
Maybe coffee
Was
or
it coffee?
cacao.
I think it was coffee.
Oh, okay.
Straight from the source would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds like a cool brewery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want to collab with those
Yeah,
guys.
I've got contacts.
That would be awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll give the hard vouch.
Awesome. We always love collaborating with new people. Oh
But,
my god.
yeah,
I want to go
they-
to Brazil.
That'd be awesome.
They're like the most beautiful people.
Yeah.
The beautiful people. The beautiful people.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
There goes the lights.
Yep. Oh,
They're
boy.
also sound activated.
Oh,
But why
so
are
if we're
they
getting
turning
louder
off?
and quieter,
Yeah,
should
we're
be
being
on.
too quiet and we're not moving enough.
right?
Thanks, Char.
Well, Sacramento's home of dynamic music, where you got those soft to loud things, so it's fine. Anyway, since you guys did the Marilyn Manson thing, I figured we should talk about music dynamics. Of
Yeah.
course, right? Logical thing to do. Anyway, I did that thing, and then the next day I had a People's beer, and then I
What's
had
that?
it's from Oak Park Brewing. They bought the recipe to the first black-owned brewery's main beer,
Cool.
or American black-owned brewery. And it's a lager. It's like 4.3%. I had 2 of them, and I passed out
Whoa.
because this is just who I am now. It's like 2. Are you
lightweight.
insane? Like, yeah, you can drink for 3 hours straight as long as they're small.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah.
Very dumb. Wow.
Impressed.
Very,
Proving
very
the
impressed.
point. And the listeners are all very impressed by this light change as well. It's much brighter now, is what
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah. Ooh, the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your shirt, by the way, Ben.
Oh, thank you. I didn't plan this. This is literally
Wait, see-
just the shirt that
Are
was.
you sure?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm 100% sure. We are behind on laundry. This is the shirt.
We know all about that.
That's the story of my life.
So I wonder why it's anti-pro. Why is it not just like
Pro, or anti.
you know like the affirmative side of it, like pro everyone, like
Yeah.
you know,
I don't know, because I don't think
Feel
there's
like-
a pro way to say some of those
is
things.
that you mean professional?
So
Yeah.
anti-sex. You just be
No,
like
I mean,
pro male and
Did you
female.
just
Pro male.
pro
That's
people?
so long.
Well, I think it would just be the
Pro-equality.
last word. It would just be the Pro Equality Beer Club.
Pro sex. I mean, I guess you can't really say that.
Yeah.
Might have a different feeling.
Right. They're like, this is going to be the exact opposite result of what we wanted.
Pro sex.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Calm it down.
You said we could say whatever.
I did say that.
You
Sorry,
said we
I
can say
realized-
fuck all we want.
Yeah.
Fuck.
probiotic, antibiotic. What are we doing?
I know. Oh my
Oh,
Who's
gosh.
just
right.
saying?
See?
Yeah,
See the difference there? Probiotic, antibiotic. Pro-life, anti-life.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're exactly the same.
I was listening to a
No, they're not.
podcast, and this woman was a microbiologist, and she was talking about, because she wanted to become a doctor, so she was talking about synthetic drugs and how there's like antibiotics that kill bacteria across the board, right? Good and bad. And then she was talking about antifungals, and she said that humans are actually closer to a fungus than a
Yes.
bacteria.
Correct.
And so those medications would affect people. And then she was talking about antiparasitics and how people are actually closer to parasites than they are to fungus or bacteria.
Okay.
I could see that.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah,
I've known a lot of parasites.
pretty parasitic. So we're just circling right back to the beginning. People.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I
In groups? Oh boy. You can't let them.
Nah, they're actually
Propagate.
humans are great. It's true. Microbes, microbe people. Yeah, it's all this. Yeah, I love it. It's all good.
I don't know. I'll fully admit that I don't hate all people, but I definitely do not love all people.
How could you love all people?
That would be, if I could just go way back in time. I don't know if I told this on the podcast, but I feel like I might have. I went on a date with a woman once. We went to a music store because I was like, oh, this is like a casual meetup thing, and then we'll figure out where we go from there. And there's like, I love this stuff, I love this stuff, I love this stuff. And I'm like, oh, I feel like that band's really bad. And she's like, I just love that like artists are pursuing their art. Like I just love artists so much. Like if you're doing art, that's what's important, is like what I love. And I'm like, well, you know how people say that a friend to everyone is a friend to no one? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, wouldn't we say that someone who loves everything loves nothing? And then she left. And I don't know.
Wait, she left you there.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I don't know why. I'll never figure it out.
That's hilarious. You're like, you don't understand me.
Yeah.
Say love
Yeah.
you.
Good riddance.
Yeah. And I'm like, valid. I was a dick for years. And
No, I don't think that's. I think that's great. You just you filtered it out.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't wrong, but I was a dick. So, but I've also been wrong and been a dick. So that's fine.
That's all.
It's a fun story about you can't love everybody because then you love no one.
Right. And you were multitasking too.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He said he was a dick and he was
Right.
yeah.
I was confused too. I was like,
Multitasking.
maybe
I
he
see where
bought
you're going
a
with
record. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It was a
date
breakup
and-
record, and I was very sad for weeks. No,
Oh my gosh.
You should have got one of the ones that she really loved.
yeah, and then like, oh, this band's still so bad. Years later, oh, it's so bad.
Ah.
Then like a decade later, when I'm like 33, I'm like, I get it now. And it's just like, oh no. One day I'll understand Pearl Jam, but today's not that day. Anyway, I said this would be an hour. We're gonna get out of here, right? Right? Anything?
I mean, why? Like
That's
we're
true.
used to being here.
Yeah.
For, you
It's
know,
true, and I
days
usually
on
do.
end.
I say that
Like,
knowing that every episode I do, I say it'll be an hour, and it's an hour and a half. So,
join the party, Ben.
Yeah.
so this is really my chance to anything we haven't discussed. and
What
you
is the
feel like
most
we need-
interesting thing somebody said to you on your podcast?
I mean, this is one you've already brought up. This brewery, Flatland. It's one of my favorites because we go off the deep end about. We were just talking about favorite burger places, and then we talked about Flaming Grill Cafe. I don't know if
Oh,
you,
yeah.
that's a good
They do all
space,
the
yeah.
crazy meats.
the crazy meats, right? So we ended up discussing what kind of human would be the best kind of human to eat if you had to eat a human.
Oh, so what did you
Like,
come
what's
up
the
with?
body type? What's the age range? We had a lot of disagreements on this.
25 and thighs, probably.
Oh no.
You want a stringy meat?
Well, it depends on who it is.
Right, exactly. So you got to figure out body type. So,
Oh my
Oh
god.
my word.
Well, should add some
Yeah.
hot sauce. It'll be just fine.
yeah. Well, that's the one that needed to be shaken up anyway. So
I think,
actually, we did a favor.
I'm not like a chicken thigh person, so thigh meat just doesn't sound good to me.
What are you, a breast person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She like booby meat, everybody.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that makes me really basic or whatever, but I don't know. Thigh meat just has a different texture. I'm not.
Right. So you got to deal with textures. You got to deal with like fat content. You got to deal with
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
Right.
I mean, in all actuality, like, if you're talking about chickens, I like breast meat too, but you're talking about a human.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of fat
A lot of fat.
on a boob.
Well, pork butts are really good. Maybe butt would not be too bad as long as you didn't get too close to
It depends,
the crack
though,
side.
again, on the body type.
Right,
Right.
you
Okay,
need
Do
the
you
butt.
want really big butt? Do you want
Yeah.
like cute little tight butt? What you want?
Oh, right.
Because like if you get a stringy meat, nobody wants that. So you don't want too much muscle in there. So that's like a whole other thing you got to
Yeah,
factor
some
in.
thighs are way too muscular for that.
Yeah.
So you sort of need that.
What about
Nice
organ
balance.
meats?
Ugh.
Yeah,
Charlotte,
I mean, sure.
she was making a whole chicken.
If you want like
for us.
kidneys, that's fine.
So like Charlotte, like uses every part of everything, right?
Right.
And so she's roasting this whole chicken in a crock pot or our Instapot before we were open and we were making our own food here because we lived here. And she was like, "Oh, what is that? Is that the heart?" And she just popped it in her mouth. She didn't even know what part of the chicken it was. And she was like, "Whatever." And I'm
Wait,
like,
was it
"That."
raw?
No,
it had been
I'm not
cooked,
a vampire.
But she just didn't know what it was, and it did not look good. And she was like, whatever. Popped it in her
It
mouth.
tastes
a lot of
great.
What is this, a gizzard?
No, it was the heart.
Okay.
Ugh.
Say gizzard in Eastern European.
Oh
What
my
is
gosh.
gizzard?
Gizzard.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I have idea. Like we have a watermelon kombucha, a small batch. It is like fermenting secondary. I want to call it watermelon.
Oh my
That's awesome. I love this.
Oh goodness.
Watermelon, like as in
Watermelon.
melon.
I thought the accent was just a phase.
Oh,
and
like
it's, going
watermelon,
strong.
like actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
I thought it was like
watermelon.
the city Milan.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
But
But
it's
now-
watermelon.
but me,
Me.
Right.
because it's like
Tiny.
this.
Okay.
No, you know what? LP and I used to have a twangy Southern accent.
Yeah, we did that for a while.
Actually, when
I
this
mean, you
first
got to
started.
cycle through.
I don't know.
Do you
what would
remember
be
those
more annoying.
girls? Do you remember them? It was like Betty Joe, and I forget what mine. LP was Betty Joe. I forget who she named me, but yeah,
Fey.
we would be here, 2 a.m. doing whatever we were doing, and those twangy girls would come out to play.
Yeah, I don't do accents ever, even at 2 a.m.
All of my accents end up getting offensive real quickly. Like, I'm going to do a British one. I can do it for like maybe 4 words, then I'll just like devolve into like the worst like Middle Eastern accent.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Why?
Yep.
Why is it doing this?
All right, can we
That's
hear
me.
your?
Nope.
Can we hear? No.
No.
He said he's only got 4 words in him
Yeah, I
anyways.
can only get 4 words in. And I also, no, that was years ago. And now every voice just sounds like this voice no matter what I do. And that's probably worse than being
Need
offensive.
British girls
It's
to come
having
play.
everyone.
British. You try British accent.
Oof. I have to think about that one.
It's like tea. Let's have a spot of tea.
Oh goodness, that's funny. I don't know. I might prefer that over the Eastern European accent.
I grew up in
honestly.
the South, so
Oh, so you were just like, this is our actual voice?
yeah, I don't even know if I can
She
do
grew
it
up.
anymore.
She says this out. She grew up in Alabama, so she should have a really strong accent.
What the heck was that? Why did your eyes light up?
Alabama. Oh,
Alabama. Oh, Betty Joe. Betty Joe, where are you?
Betty Joe, get in here.
Actually,
can't.
Lauren just got interviewed on the phone today by her local newspaper from her hometown
Oh,
about
that's
the
sweet.
brewery.
Isn't that cute?
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It went well.
Better
Yeah.
than this. Got it.
I mean, she did 10 words in a British accent.
Oh, damn it. All right.
Who did this?
No, the girl who interviewed me. Her name was Lauren also.
Oh my God,
Let's
was
just
it?
Oh
Ask
my
the
God.
next
There are
person.
too many Laurens in the world.
Oh, stop
there's-
it.
There's tall Lauren and short Lauren.
Oh gosh, we're going back to that.
It's
T-Rex.
Lauren.
Mhm.
And then
You're
what are
ridiculous.
you?
I'm tall Lauren.
No. You have to have a dinosaur name also.
I do?
Yeah.
Brontosaurus, I guess.
Yes.
Perfect.
Brontosaurus.
Yes.
We're just gonna have Charlotte change her name to Lauren.
Great.
We can all
Somebody
be Lauren.
asked me, actually. They're like, wait, why isn't your name Lauren, too?
I think maybe you should just start saying that across the board.
My name is Lauren.
No, because then you'll confuse everyone like Lauren Price does all the time when she confuses the heck out of people, just like lying to them. But like she's like deadpan saying something, and they're like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "No, don't listen to anything she says. She's joking."
Oh, yeah. Gotta love deadpan
Oh my
sarcasm. It's the best.
God. Especially when they don't know you. They
Yeah.
don't know that you're joking.
Now,
And-
what if you went with Loren? You know, like Ralph Lauren? You
Yep.
can do that and then
Loren.
just like really throw it off.
Right.
Lauren's gonna
My
use
name
that
is
next time. She's gonna be
Lauren.
like, "No, I'm Lauren," and she's Loren.
Yeah.
Lauren.
Oh my god.
It's true. Yeah, so what kind of meat would you eat?
Oh, I don't even remember my answer back then, but I was like, what's they call it? The young lambs?
You would eat a child?
No, I wouldn't. I was like, what's the word for it?
Oh, the
Silence of the
veal or
Lambs for
something.
you.
Yeah.
No, that's not
No,
lamb.
veal's
Baby
cows.
cow.
Yeah, but there's like
Lamb?
you
Veal.
know, mutton. There we go.
Isn't mutton just
Oh, it's old lamb. It's old lamb. Mutton is old lamb. Sorry.
Mutton you need to cook for
Like
a
mutton
long
chops?
time.
Yeah.
Mutton
There's
is
some
something that
irony
no
there.
one likes, right? Basically, that's
Yeah.
what you're saying. You'd want mutton.
No, I'm just thinking about different kinds. Like, what are the words for meats? Anyway, for humans, I think I was thinking like a 25-year-old that just got a desk job. Like, that would be ideal. Like,
right
they
on.
work out of college, like, kind of fit, but then, like, we're working at a desk
We're in
job.
the
You
same
kind of put on
range,
some.
though.
What about
right,
the
yeah.
jowls? So
I'm not
you
eating-
would eat their
you're-
jowls? Well, so
I'm gonna eat your face.
Do you
Wait a
like
minute.
First thing, that seems like the worst
No,
place to
so-
start.
at
You were in
one
Miami.
point,
Charlotte's not
I
squeamish.
went to a friend's and they
Ate each other's
we
cheeks.
butchered a pig.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we're like processing the pig and they took the head and they
Mhm.
roasted it in the oven for
Mhm.
like 10 hours or something
Yeah.
crazy.
And the eyes squint up and
Oh, we closed the
my
eyes.
God.
We popped little like
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know,
You can eat
cherries,
the- yeah.
apple in mouth. No, but the jowls were actually, and I was like, well, I've never had this. Let's try this.
well,
They were so tender. It was amazingly delicious. So I'm gonna find a really hefty jowly person.
very Taft.
Yes,
You
I'll
do
try
realize that that's what the guy did in Miami with the bath salts, right?
What?
No.
Yeah, he ate that person's face.
What about Hannibal? He eat everything.
But also, you think about like, oh, we got to test the meat. Does it feel like your cheek does? So really, you should just like a light sear on a cheek, and then
See?
you get some strips.
Yes.
like
It's
bacon,
got dark.
maybe.
Yes,
Really
then.
quick.
Yes.
Anyway, this is Oh, did you mean outside or in the conversation?
Both. Back to that.
It just like
black
turned
magic.
super dark in
Did.
like a second.
It did. The lights went out too. Look at
Yeah.
all of them. They're gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Mood lighting.
I feel like they're like, you need to go. This has gone too far.
There
Oh.
we go.
Oh,
This is great for audio.
Yeah, he just loves every time you do that, Charlotte.
Yeah. All right. I can't say enough about everything you've offered up here today at your opening. It's all so delicious, as always.
Thank you.
I don't think I've had a probiotic soda. I might have lied earlier.
oh man, this has got terpene. You want me to grab you some?
I would love
Hold
it.
on. Let me
This
put my
is
headphones down.
All right.
mango with forbidden fruit.
Oh,
Terpenes.
terpenes. Yeah,
Oh,
the terpenes are really interesting in it.
is that legal?
They terpenes are just
Yeah, terpenes actually exist in all like fruits
No.
and vegetables. I
What?
mean, just like marijuana and mushrooms and
Other
ergot
drugs.
You just use
acid.
marijuana
Yeah,
as
it's
a
like
as a
marijuana, mushrooms, cocaine, acid. It
Wait,
exists in
no,
everything.
cocaine is processed. Cocaine is not natural. Coca leaves different.
No, those are bad examples, Char. Things that don't mess you up. There's a lot of
Tomatoes, pineapples, lettuce, like
Yeah.
everything has terpenes.
Devil's
in it.
lettuce.
devil's lettuce.
Ooh. It is like opium, but not.
Oh God, it's not.
It's true. Like it's like a natural pain reliever. The natives used to use it.
What?
Well, maybe not devil's lettuce, wild lettuce. It's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it exudes
Way
a
different.
latex. I guess. What's devil's lettuce?
that's marijuana.
Marijuana.
How does Charlotte not know the term for that?
Devil's lettuce.
Oh my goodness.
That is what ultra religious people call it.
Oh my gosh. So what do you think of the probiotic? Soda's kind of a stretch. It's not that sweet. It's pretty light.
Wait, do you
Yeah.
think it's a little flat?
No.
Look, I'm getting a lot of stuff.
Wait,
It's
honest.
it's not
Like,
really
don't
a
answer
soda.
for him. Like, let him answer.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit sweet. I don't think it's like, it's not like a soda water. I don't.
The carbonation.
Right. Yeah.
How's the carbonation level?
Well,
Honestly.
it's a little low.
I don't know what happened. Maybe we're getting towards the end of it, so we ended up carbing the shit out of it.
What's all in
because,
it?
Water.
Mango juice,
Water.
mango
Water.
juice, Lactobacillus helveticus,
That's what.
And
That's how it ferments and creates
forbidden
probiotic.
fruit terpenes.
Oh yes, right. I forgot what the.
Are the do you think the terpenes can maybe stave off some of the?
No, because I'm
retention?
telling you, it was carbonated as shit. It was like coming out of there just
Maybe.
like bubbles and
Potentially.
one of
bubbles.
those things where there's so much that it's not. You lose.
There's
the
5 drops in that. In a no.
5. I thought this is 1.
I thought we did 5 drops.
One drop.
1 drop.
One drop wonder. Yes, it was like boop.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking.
It
I
was
don't,
1 drop.
One drop of what?
terpenes.
Wouldn't you like to
Terpene, a
know?
little goes a really long way. They're just arguing over whether they use 1 drop or whether they use 5.
It was
Just one.
supposed to be 5. It ended up being 1.
Maybe it was 1 per gallon, so maybe it was 5.
It was 1.
So
you weren't even back there. What are you
I
talking about?
Well, you guys can't remember, so I'm offering some maybes. With the probiotic sodas, we do those just in 5-gallon kegs.
You know,
So
it was 1 because think like one of those little vials will totally dose a 10-barrel tank. So it was 1 drop.
does
2,
it matter?
3, 4, 5. I mean, it's
Ooh,
5 times the amount.
Ooh, I felt that in my head.
Watch out for the cheek eater.
Oh God! Yikes!
Jowl eater.
Yes.
Jowl, yeah.
Jowl.
Well, you
Yeah,
eat
let's be
babies,
clear.
so.
That's true. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
She
I'm
eats breast. What
really-
do you eat, Lauren? What would
I
you
was
like?
just going for like a 24-year-old.
She says what part?
Probably thighs.
But oh yes, you thighs.
A little leaner meat, I think, for me. I don't want to be super fatty.
I don't know if
like
they'd be that
fat.
lean.
Fat
You,
is
I mean,
yummy.
you chose a breast, so it's going to be like just.
Yeah. It's just all fat.
Well, I mean, there are definitely muscles under all the fat.
Pectorals.
Yes, pectorals.
Yeah, but
Like the women, they're like build the muscle.
Wow.
What push-ups, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever.
all
Float
women
your boat.
business. This is what we talk about.
We
This
diverge.
is crazy.
We are. I don't think if we were sane, I really don't think we'd be opening a brewery by any means.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of
Yeah.
insanity.
I mean, it would be sane to open a brewery, but you opened more than that. So that's where
Fair
the
enough.
insane comes in. I'm sorry, the Aquarius comes in.
Oh, hey, I like
Yep.
this.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Full
just going to
circle.
use that as a noun now.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, that would be a verb.
Sorry, I'm Aquariusing super hard right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Dude, that means you're just like drifting around.
La, 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 la.
What if you were to say you were just like Sagittarius-ing right now? What would that look like?
I don't know what that
I think
means either.
Sagittarius are more. I think that's one of the top signs that serial killers are.
Oh yeah,
It is
I was
actually,
gonna
I
say
think,
you'd be like
Geminis.
shooting people with your poison-tipped arrows, or slitting their throats and all that good stuff.
Wow.
You're dark.
You got really
I feel
dark.
like there's
You
probably
just
more to a
brought
Sagittarius than murder, but maybe
Yeah.
maybe I'm wrong. Did
Are
we
you a
just announce-
Sagittarius, Ben?
No, I'm a Virgo.
Oh.
The worst one.
The worst
Oh,
one.
stop it.
No, my best friend's a Virgo.
Yeah, see, exactly. You know.
See, somebody said that about they were a Gemini, and they were like, I was like, oh, blah blah, when's your birthday, blah blah, and they're like, I'm a Gemini, the worst one. And I was like, why do you say that? And they're like, every time I tell people I'm a Gemini, they're like, oh.
That's the worst one. So, well, you're two-faced, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
It's like that or Scorpio, right?
Scorpio
or Taurus, the bull.
yeah, sounds terrible. They're all terrible. I think that's what.
I don't know. Aquarius is pretty rad. I like being an Aquarius.
Oh man.
We're just full of hot or cold air, swirling around
Yep.
this way, actually.
Yeah. A little crazy.
So we started off with a halo, and then we turned into the
Cuckoo.
yeah, there we
Yep.
go. I didn't want to say it, just for the listeners, so they know.
Yeah.
What's
Oh, yeah.
happening.
Charlotte
They
just
can't see
likes
us.
to do as many hand gestures as possible on a podcast so that everyone
Everyone
can
does.
tell what she's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the listeners will feel it.
You'll feel
Oh,
it
they
through the
just feel your
vibration.
The
energy.
airwaves.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
They already know.
When somebody says it's a vibe, they're talking about podcasts and hand motions, obviously. Every time.
it's a vibe.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we have to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but
Whoa.
Order in the court. Order.
all right, I plead innocent. I don't even know what the charges are.
Guilty.
Well, that's
Eating
We
probably-
all
babies.
guilty.
Oh yeah. Well, there's that one time. But anyway, anything else going on?
We've been partnering with a local business called Gut Check Nutritional Therapy. Her website is gutcheckyourself.com, which is kind of fun. And she partners with all sorts of people to put on different kind of health-oriented classes based around typically food and drinks. And so we taught a kombucha class this month in August, which was fun. And then next month at the end of September 26th, we're going to be teaching a class on fermented hot sauce. So that should be a lot of fun. It's in Loomis, so right down the road from us. And oh my gosh, they're all making faces. I can't ever say anything serious around these guys.
No. I'm like, what is happening?
I don't know.
'Cause I can't see Lauren's
Delirium
face,
is what's
so
happening.
It's not fair. I only see
Yeah.
reactions.
Oh my gosh. So anyways, we are teaching that class. Hopefully with a little more composure.
Never.
At the end of the month. And then we might partner with her in coming months to do some other fun stuff, which is awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is awful. Sorry,
I was
Ben.
bad in high school too, and in college, to be honest with you.
Put a microphone in front of us and you're just going to get this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Space break.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you can't
Thank
leave
you
that
so
easy.
much.
What other projects do you have? You're making 1 million beverages.
so
you can't just escape.
Well,
and be
today,
like, thank you for your time.
just today we brewed a seltzer that we're going to be fruiting with pineapple, I believe.
We're gonna do pink pineapple.
What?
What?
Yeah. Pink pineapple.
What?
I mean,
Pink pineapple.
we're using pineapple. We're going to add some additions to make it
Yeah,
a pink
Dole
pineapple.
did a
seltzer.
pink pineapple. We just want to do an organic version of this.
Yeah, we don't want a genetically modified.
No.
Okay.
Pineapple.
So, anyways, we're doing a pineapple seltzer that may be pink.
It's gonna be pink.
And we did a collaboration with Red Bus Brewing, which coincidentally is also a seltzer that has pineapple in it. We didn't plan that
And
super well.
coconut.
But it has coconut. It's going to be pina colada flavored. So it'll be different. So that we'll hopefully have within the next week or two from them.
We've got some new hot sauces rolling out soon.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot of new hot sauces. We're trying to keep up on the fermented hot sauces. They've been selling really quickly. And so we've been chopping like crazy. And
A new batch of spicy kimchi with peaches and pluots.
we're doing some seasoned salts, which are kind of fun. So basically we'll take fermented. So our first seasoned salt we did was our fermented garlic that we dehydrated down with some fresh chives. And then we made a garlic chive seasoned salt. And then recently we've been doing some fermented onion seasoned salt. So we have like a fermented onion and oregano one on the shelf right now. We're doing a fermented onion and leek one. And then we're talking about doing some rubs and stuff. So like for meat. We're not sure exactly what that's going to look like ingredient-wise right now, but it'll have some fermented element in there, which will be really fun. So, Charlotte.
Well,
She likes to be really
I
distracting.
mean, honestly, it's like we both have ADD.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
It's
they
true.
really do. It's amazing we opened up this place because this was a lot of our planning meetings like prior to opening, and I was just like losing my mind.
so you could have been open like 6 months earlier.
Yeah.
We were just
Oh my
like,
gosh.
focus.
No,
not,
we-
that is
we
so
could-
not true.
No,
We
that is not
opened
true.
Late because of our delayed electrical panel.
Yeah,
You know, 2 components from it. They couldn't ship it without them.
Yeah, that is
Months and
true.
months.
But I would have survived with maybe a little more sanity if the meetings wouldn't have been like
have
this.
sanity in general, Lauren.
I don't think any of us had too much sanity.
Yeah, let's be real.
We're regaining it though. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Day
it's
by
called
day.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what is that?
We're always using fresh and local fruit for our lower alcohol, our 3% alcohol kombuchas. So I'm not sure what fruit we got our hand. Well, we got our hands on a ton of pears recently, so we've been doing a lot with pear, which is kind of fun.
Pears. We've got peaches and pluots.
Oh, yeah, a lot of
some
pluots, too.
blueberries. There's a margarita inspired one coming with a little bit of golden watermelon.
Yeah, the yellow watermelon or golden watermelon, if you want to be fancy, is
We fancy.
is really interesting. A lot of people are liking that when we've used it in kombucha, so we're doing a little more with that. You don't need as much fruit in kombucha as you do in beer, like a fraction of the same fruit. So we can do a lot of different stuff with the local fruit we're able to get our hands on. It we can get a lot of different products out of it.
Yeah, we're waiting for our mustard seeds to come in the mail, and we're gonna whip up a fresh batch of mustard.
Oh yeah,
and then
we're
we have
making our own
some
mustard.
pickles that are fermenting. So we would love to do like a Cubano style panini.
Oh,
when
yeah.
those are all done.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are drooling
Yeah.
so fast.
Charlotte's been trying to perfect fermented pickles. It's funny because it's like seems really straightforward, but it's one of the more challenging ones to get right as far as like the texture and everything else.
Yeah,
You got to get the right saltiness in that bread too.
Mm-hmm.
Very important.
Yeah, you don't want flaccidity.
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
And you got to use the right kind of human for the pork. So
Those cheekies.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That
Cute
too.
little pinch cheekies. Oh,
Yeah.
that is good.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to bring it all around.
I bet the vegans love you.
Sorry, I'm pretty
I used to be a
dull,
vegan,
dense with
12
that stuff
years.
sometimes.
This is your revenge on it.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. Yeah.
We didn't actually talk about that beer that you made that was weird.
Oh,
Which
the
one?
cot buster. So a cot buster.
Cockbuster?
So Ellen from
Cockbuster.
Crooked Lane had been wanting to make one. She's the only one who even had tried one. And she's like, "Hey, you want to make this?" And we're like, "Sure."
Whatever
we don't
that
know what it
might be.
is.
Yeah, we'd never
Um,
heard of this style.
I still
yeah.
have not.
It's
so-
a cool old German style. Oh, look at that cute little one. Don't eat that one.
Yeah, my
hers.
That's a
my
toddler
toddler
if you
just
knew
showed up.
anything.
So it is an historic German style, and it was outlawed when the German purity law came about because it's like a Kolsch, but it has the addition of molasses and then a little bit of honey. I think the honey might be optional when I was reading about it. I'm not sure. But regardless, so Lauren and Charlotte whipped up some molasses themselves, and we brought that to the collaboration, which was fun.
Cool.
But like taste-wise, I feel like it's pretty easy drinking. The molasses and the honey doesn't make it like super sweet or really heavy or anything
Yeah,
like
they did
that.
a really good job on that beer. Honestly, it's really beautiful, and
Yeah.
the nuances are pretty pronounced. You know, you're getting a lot of that residual. Well, I mean, not a lot. I mean, it's it's still pretty clean, but you do get the essence of the honey and the molasses.
kiss.
The kiss.
It
Smell like
definitely is one that
French
surprised
kiss.
a lot of people that they were like, I'm not sure about this, and people are really loving it. Obviously, we only get a little bit of the credit because we brewed it, at Crooked Lane, and it's definitely their beer, but it was nice for it to be
Your
like a true
molasses,
collaborative
damn it.
effort.
What did,
Yeah,
It was
did
a
they
group
make anything for
effort.
it?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they sourced local honey
Mhm.
from I forget who, but quite a bit of it.
They put the barley on their panini press too.
Yeah.
They have a double panini press.
They have
Yeah.
a way bigger system than we do.
Yeah.
So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. So, but yeah, it's a really cool style. And honestly, I'm not sure if we actually named it Cockbuster, if
my
more
gosh.
people would actually order it, because we have a gut shot, and it intrigues everybody. Like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, "Oh, hey, could I get that gut shot?
Well,
What
no,
is
they
that?"
don't- Yeah, people are.
Are you
gonna punch
It's probably the number like one or two question we get asked is what's the gut shot, and it's so funny because we have all these
Yeah.
beer and kombucha and seltzer and all these things. And
Yeah.
we're like, but what's the gut shot? And granted, we don't have a description under it,
Right.
but it's the brine from our fermented vegetables, and
Okay.
so it obviously is condensed all those probiotics and all those good things you get from fermentation from those vegetables. And taste wise, it's kind of
salty and savory
Yeah.
and an essence
Umami.
of umami.
I don't know if it's that,
Ooh,
but
mommy.
anyways,
Oh, boy.
but it's
Speaking of Cubanos,
oh yeah, oh my gosh, it's funny the things that get people excited or curious.
Yeah. So they actually might like the name if we changed it to that.
What
I'm
would
not
we
sure how
change it
Crooked
to?
Lane would feel about that.
Cockbuster.
Oh, Cockbuster.
Blockbuster
Blockbuster. That's what we were saying.
the whole time.
Thanks, Ben.
I'm deaf. You guys don't make fun of me just because I heard Cockbuster, Buster instead of block. I don't know. Maybe we have to eat these ones.
Oh
Yeah,
goodness.
maybe. We're talking about
Charlotte
the
wants to
chips,
see
right?
how many more crunches she can get on the microphone.
I mean,
before we're
look.
done.
Okay. Final questions. Where can people find out more about Mindscape Fermentations?
On this podcast.
Gosh.
Perfect.
Um,
So keep listening. We've got another hour to go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're just going to run down everything else for you. You can find us on our website, mindscapefermentations.com.
Mindscape dash
No, we have
fermentation.
both URLs.
Oh,
now.
do you? Perfect.
Since when?
Since for like 3 months now? 2-3 months?
Mindscape
So
fermentation.
originally-
You didn't know
When
she
it-
paid $300 for that?
Oh my gosh. I
No,
did
she
not.
doesn't tell me anything.
I did not.
I find out
So,
from
I'm
like
teasing.
That's why you'll
coverage
never
after
make
the
money at
fact.
this business.
Originally-
Buying that website.
We did not realize that when you go and file your trademark, if you haven't nailed down the site that you want, the URL, then you will not get it because someone goes and hounds the trademarks and then they buy up all the best
Possible
variations and then they try to sell them to you for like an outrageous cost, and
Yeah.
we weren't gonna pay that.
You're
So
like, we're not worth that. And
yes,
like, "You're right."
exactly. So we ended up hyphenating it, mindscape-fermentations.com. But right before we opened, it had lapsed and everything, and I realized it. So we snatched that up. So you can go to Mindscape Fermentations. It will redirect you to Mindscape-Fermentations. But either way, you could also find us obviously on social media at Mindscape Fermentations. So Instagram, Facebook. We have a Twitter, and we share our Instagram posts there, but we don't really check Twitter,
No
unfortunately.
unique Twitter posts. most likely.
No, never. And hopefully people aren't messaging us on there or however that works, because we don't really check it that much. We have a YouTube channel that we've never used, so don't go there either.
Do we?
yeah, I figured once the website thing happened, I was like, I'm snatching up all of it.
Yeah, nobody else can do this with other stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so on our website, I try to keep it fairly up to date with our tap list and stuff like that. It's at least once a week I'm updating it. So, and I'm going to be throwing up any other upcoming events we're doing on there. But yeah, really our website and social media is the best way to find us. Or Google.
Because it's actually tied into the question I forgot to ask, which was, what's one thing you learned opening a brewery that you didn't know beforehand? It's like, well, you got to fucking get these websites going.
Yep.
So solve that.
Yes, that is definitely one of the first things we learned. Yeah. Among many other
right
things.
Like you need to bank your sleep, so you need to like sleep
sleep
before
You can bank your sleep.
Yeah, and you can also catch up on it, which is pretty cool.
What? No. I find both of these things completely untrue.
They're very specious arguments.
Oh my goodness.
All right. And then for Barley and Me, you can follow Barley and Me across social media at Barley and Me Pod. Don't forget you can email questions, comments, concerns, brewery ideas, guest ideas to barleyandmepodcast@gmail.com or barleyandmepod@gmail.com. I got them both now because I also had the problem with consistency. Social media, Barley and Me Pod, somehow email podcast like an idiot. And someone's like, pod's available. They just like snagged it for me and like gave me their login for it. Anyway, I didn't have to pay any money for that, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice.
You can go to barleymepod.com if you want to, but it'll just be a link to this podcast you're already listening to, so it's like a dumb circle. So don't do that. Or maybe do. Maybe I'm going to add stuff at one point. So this is there for the future when I get off my ass and like promote things. You can also listen to my basketball and beer podcast, Please Dunk Responsibly. Wherever you get your podcast, follow that at Please Dunk Responsibly on Instagram, at PlizDunkPod on Twitter, which is where all my Barley and Me Instagrams go to without me realizing it, and I don't know how to get it back over to the other one. So whatever. So a lot of beer content in there. And of course, I also Bengineer, an advice podcast called It's Crazier in My Business with comedians Becky Lynn and Tavi. They give you advice and talk about whatever's going on in their lives. It's very funny and informative. Right, that's it. That's all.
Awesome.
Of the stuff. Comedy shows. There's a lot. You follow Barley and Me Pod. They're more that than beer. Sorry.
We laugh all the time.
As discussed, not as much beer in my life. So more
comedy's probably more important, anyways.
Sure.
I say that as one of the owners of a brewery.
Right.
Probably not good marketing.
You should be looking at her.
You're an owner of a fermentarium. Is that the right word? Fermentarium?
Yeah, sure.
It's like a terrarium.
I love that.
Right.
Yeah, fermentarium.
Right.
Oh, proper.
Yeah.
So proper.
All right. This has been episode 167 in Barley and Me. Charlotte Crott, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ben.
Lauren Houston, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lauren Price, thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
And thanks so much for listening. Get home safe.